There are so many great things about fishing, it's hard to point them all out. But one thing I see happen time and time again is how it brings people together from completely different backgrounds. You never really know how, it's just people having a passion for fishing and love of the sport. Today on Stoked on Fishing, I'm hanging out with two different athletes from completely different backgrounds. One from Florida, who used to be a professional surfer, and the second from Oakland, California, a three-time NBA champion with the Los Angeles Lakers. Two gentlemen who are stoked on fishing.
Baby, stone! Oh, right there at the boat!
Is this a world record? This is a world record. This is a world record.
Yeah! Woo! Look at that thing! Whoa! Yeah, baby. Stoked on fishing! Stoked! Yeah.
Stoked on Fishing is brought to you by Simrad, the world's most trusted fish finding electronics, marine equipment, and navigational solutions designed to withstand challenging conditions and provide navigation for the leisure and professional markets. Simrad, go with confidence. And by Okuma Fishing Tackle. Delivering more than just fishing gear, Okuma delivers the motivation to hit the water. Okuma, developed to inspire your passion for fishing. And by Simi Valley Buick GMC, Southern California's family-owned and operated dealership, who is stoked on fishing. Boom, Diamond Valley Lake. All right, it's going down here on Stoked on Fishing. We're at Diamond Valley Lake with, I'd say a couple of legends, but one more on that side. Sorry, Todd. he's got you beat. Yeah. Three-time NBA champion Brian Shaw. That's a big deal for me, man. Big deal right here. Thank you very much for coming out. Todd, thank you very much for putting it together. Have you fished Diamond Valley before?
Yeah, I fished here. It's been probably 5 or 6 years.
How did you get to know Todd?
I met Todd. Todd has many jobs.
He is a man of many traits.
And I met Todd when he was at Quicksilver. We met then, and we hit it off, and we started talking about
fishing.
And
okay.
I love for fishing, and then he came to some games. I went out to their warehouse a few times, and we bumped into each other on the water a couple times. I think once up here at Diamond Valley and once at Lake Paris. And he hit me up and said, "Hey," I'm down as long as the schedule permits and I can jump in and get in and out. I'll do it.
All right.
See what I can learn from the pros.
No pressure.
No pressure, Todd. No pressure. Here's my next question: is who got you into fishing?
My father and my grandfather.
Okay. So they like to fish.
Yeah, we grew up fishing every Friday when my father would get off work. We drive up to Clear Lake. I'm from Oakland.
That's right. We were talking about that this morning. Lucky you.
So we go up Friday night.
It's a hell of a lake to grow up on. Yeah.
And it's good again.
It's not shipwrecks, it's just a high spot with rocks. But I'll zoom out here and I'll show you where we're going. It's like 40 foot on the outside, and the inside up here goes up to like 15. And so the fish are just staging up on top of that. But yeah, I mean, it went from 50 to now we're sitting in 17, 15. Cruise around out here. You can throw any direction you want, and then just slow and drag, and you'll feel that.
Tink tink.
Yeah, you pick your color, and I'm gonna go the opposite so we can figure out which one's better.
What you got on your?
I'll probably. I guess I could stick with that, but I actually think this is gonna work today better.
Yeah. You like your darks in your overcast stuff, Todd?
Yeah, but generally, Diamond Valley is real clear, so the naturals tend to do better.
Game time.
Thank you, sir.
And then, you know, sometimes they want the brighter stuff too, you know? You just experiment till you find what they want.
Like this 8-pound braid.
10-pound braid, 8-pound fluorocarbon. So a lot of times I'll go as low as 5-pound and as high as 12, even though it's higher than the braid. If I'm throwing like a little jerk bait or something, you know? That's funny, dude.
That's when you were playing, right?
When I was playing and coaching. And I got that bump again.
That's because Shay's distracting you, dude.
Oh, he came back to it.
What? There we go.
Easy, Todd. You should-
Felt like he was just.
Take your time, you got 8-pound.
Yeah,
Well, you gotta remember he's a Clear Lake
he was
local.
just riding in.
This small one.
Yeah.
It was coming in.
If that's
so
small, we better go in now.
Yeah, let's just call it.
It was coming in so smooth. Still ain't ready yet, huh?
Oh, he's not. He did come back. All right.
Dude, that's a little tank right there, bro.
All right.
That's a little tank. We're gonna put him in the well for some pictures later. Dude, that's a fat little dude right there.
He came back and bit that thing,
Sure
didn't
did,
he?
sure did, sure did.
Todd was giving me some slack there.
I was just saying
Brian
that you know,
Shaw.
I couldn't. I like to talk stuff when people miss, so I can't keep missing them. You know,
Are we allowed to talk stuff on you? Is that cool?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you can
def-
dish it out, but we can throw it back too?
Oh, definitely,
Okay, 'cause
definitely.
that's how we do here on Stoked on Fishing.
Definitely. You know, I have the the mentality like Steph Curry. You know, he might miss 10 in a row, or I should say Kobe. Kobe's last game, I'm sitting there and he missed his first 5
His
shots.
first quarter.
And I said, well, when he makes one, then it's going to be on.
Click.
But little did I know that he was going to shoot 45 more times in that game, and eventually he got on. So, you know, I missed a couple of times, but once it's on, now it's on.
Todd, we got the Oxblood now?
Oh yeah. Brian, show me the way.
This is real smooth too, man.
That's a good setup right there,
Yeah,
bro.
this is real smooth.
That's like I said, that's the first fish caught on that thing.
Oh, well, something's going to go down on it then for sure.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on. I didn't come all this way to, you know, not do anything.
You got to represent.
Throw up this way.
All right.
Boat. That was crazy. He bit. You're like, man, I missed him. He goes, bonk.
Right back to it.
That's funny.
That's when you were playing, Brian?
When I was playing and coaching. Yeah.
So you hit up a lot of afternoon sessions?
Yeah, I go to Elsinore. I go to Paris. What's the other one?
Castaic?
No, all down this way. This one was by Pachanga.
Puddingstone?
No, it's
Skinner?
Skinner.
Yeah.
Skinner has some nice stripers and some big bluegill in Skinner too. Because I ended up starting out bass fishing, but then I just love eating crappie and bluegill and stuff so much. I mainly do that because I end up catching a lot of bass anyway when I'm fishing for that.
Yeah, you do.
I said, what's not to love about this? The fish are a bonus.
Got that right.
Being out and just enjoying the water and nature.
Nice and quiet.
Some of the best talks that I've ever gotten came right on the water. About the birds and the bees, about responsibility, about being a man and what that entails.
That was a light bite too, man. It wasn't a thump. It was like, is that a fish? It's like, wonk, 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 wonk. See, I told you to let him have it longer, Brian.
Say,
Oh,
do as you
man.
say, not as you do, huh? You know, the last 2 or 3 times that BJ went with me, he beat me.
Did he?
Yeah, he's actually a really good fisherman there.
Who are we talking
My
about?
son,
Okay, okay.
yeah, he's a really, really good fisherman there. He watches all the shows. He told me about your show.
Did he?
Yeah,
Okay, awesome.
yeah, he's seen it. He's seen them all.
Did
As a
he,
matter of fact,
s-
our whole DVR is filled with fishing shows. good. Look at that smile.
Yeah, he just lit up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that changed real quick. Do you see that smile? Do you see that frown?
I saw it.
Todd.
I saw it.
I got the drag a little loose. For dramatics, you make it sound big.
I did hear it.
But you know, I mean, it just goes to show it happens to the best of us. You know what I mean? It happens sometimes. It does.
Even Brian misses a basket once in a while.
Yeah, that's right.
Let him do it. Let him go. Let him go.
How much? How much?
Just let him go. Let him go. There you go.
That's how we do.
Get that done. Be stoked.
It doesn't get any better than this, I tell you.
Woo. Fun.
About time. He's decent. No Brian fish, but he's decent.
No.
He's on the board.
Look at that smile.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know who has a bigger smile, the fish or Todd.
The fish ain't smiling. We're gonna take some family portraits later with him. Put him in there with Brian's big fish. It's basically that's like a finger that comes out here, and it's lined with trees. And normally I'll let it sink all the way out, but because the brush is so thick, I'm kind of just trying to tick the tops of the trees. And a lot of times I'll fish Revenge makes heavier underspins, and I'll use the Revenge like quarter or even 3/8 and slow roll them on the bottom. This is only about 8 feet, so this is a little Cool Baits 3/16, and so it's so light you can slow it down and it just ticks those tops of the trees.
You won't get that from me. I don't know anything about all of that. I just know that if I feel a fish bite, I'm gonna snatch and reel.
Yeah, we won't be asking you about the Lowrance electronics either.
No, you definitely not that.
That was quick.
Oh yeah.
He on.
He out. Todd, you put your tip down there so he doesn't jump.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Just asking some newbie questions.
I already lost a fish earlier. I don't want to lose any more.
Yeah, we saw that.
My friend Brian Shaw's on board, and he's looking to take it to me, and I don't want that to happen. I want him to have fun, but I don't want him to beat me. Get over here. Get over.
Yeah, both of you guys got competition in your blood.
Oh yeah. Look at that. He ate it.
That's straight inhale, gobble.
What a nice, healthy little fish.
Nice.
All right, there you go.
Brian's
Shot
turn.
over here. You called it.
He did.
You needed a fish.
That's a good guy. He'd bring you right to the spot. You just
You see that?
first
He did.
cast, bam.
Yeah.
Get you some, dog. You ate it on the drop.
Sure did. Like I mean,
Ate it on the drop.
He did chew it on the drop.
even before I before I snatched it.
Suck.
I said I know that wasn't no thump.
That was no tree. That ain't no tree.
Nice, Brian.
Now you can say little guy.
Brian, we're just warming up, buddy.
Just warming up. A little something. Yeah, you know what? As soon as it hit the water, it thumped me,
Yeah.
and I said, I can't. It can't be that quick.
Yeah.
I was
There's
like,
no way
can't-
it's that shallow.
Yeah, it couldn't have been that quick.
No, this is the lake. Is my favorite lake, and it's been closed for a year to private boats. And so I was fishing a lot of El Cap down in San Diego, which is a great lake, and similar to here in the fact that they associate to the shad. This lake's awesome. You know, it's very diverse in the structure, and you know, you get a lot of outside spots, which unfortunately a lot of them are out of the water right now. But there's still plenty of outside stuff, and you can really mix it up here at this lake. It's fun.
Yeah, you got him.
You got her.
So I said I don't feel like I'm fishing when I'm spider rigging.
No, you're not engaged.
So I brought my own, you know, I brought my own rods and stuff, and another little guy.
That's all right. It's a fish.
That's right.
So I just I got my own little. I have a little like 5.5 foot Loomis that I was casting out, and I was catching more.
All right, Brian, you got 2 fish back to back. Tell me about them tactics. You changing something up?
Well, you know, what I'm known for as a part of the group is back to back to back.
Oh,
You know, like we did
I like that.
2000, 2001, 2002 with the Lakers, you know, so should be, if everything stays true to form, should be another one coming up.
I was just going to say, yeah. Todd, you like that?
Well, considering I'm his competition today, I'm gonna have to say it's Detroit. You know, that one year, and you know, I'm a Laker fan, but we are competitors today, so we'll see what happens.
So to give them a little bit of information about that Detroit year, I wasn't playing then, so I retired the year prior to that. So
let's get that straight here,
yeah, we
Todd.
just get that straight.
You did? You retired by then?
Yeah, I retired in 03, and that was in 04.
A lot of times, you know, most places I'm fishing a bait caster when I'm fishing a worm, but a lot of the Southern California lakes, you know, get a lot of pressure. A lot of them are clear. So for me, I'd rather get bites and have a chance of breaking off fish than fish heavy line and not get bit but maybe once or twice throughout the day. So today we're fishing 8-pound test, fluorocarbon, 10-pound braid with an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader on spinning equipment, and 7-inch worm, and a great little reel that Okuma has. It's called the Inspira, and super smooth. It's got a fantastic drag, and as you know, fishing light line, you need to have a good drag. Otherwise, you're going to break a lot of fish off. And I've got it on a Helios rod. It's a 7'4". It's a medium light, and it's perfect for Texas rigging and drop shotting even. And it's super sensitive. With the braid and with the graphite in this rod, I mean, you can feel them breathe on it.
Oh, Todd Kline! Morning, Dad! Oh, darn it.
Already inhaling it?
Get him, get him, get him,
Come
get
on
him!
now! There you go. Whee! Look at that. That's a bass fish moving for you. Mix it up. I'm working things up.
That's a big one. That's another 6 right there, dog.
Mixer.
She gone.
All right, Todd. What are you doing here?
Well, the last couple days I've been catching them on a Texas rig. Drop shot, it's a staple out here as well. Sometimes they're pinned on the bottom and they want the bait on the bottom. Other times they want it, elevated a little bit. So this weight sits on the bottom, worm sits up there, you leave it on slack and make it dance like that. And that time I wasn't really doing anything. I just letting it sit, and it picked it up, and I got a point on the board. So
yes!
We'll see if it was a fluke or if we can replicate it. If we replicate it, we call it a pattern.
Brian, were we pleased with the play call?
We were. When it's a defensive struggle like it is right now, a free throw is as good as gold, and that's what he did. He got to the free throw line and he put some points on the board.
There we go.
See near and far. Leave nothing unseen.
The bang that you see here is a 20-foot bang. As you'll notice, this pylon will come to the boat and we'll never lose sight of it. This allows us to go into tight areas and get target acquisition up tight and up close.
Unmatched target resolution.
You're picking up a line. These are pylon that are sticking out of the water And that is over a quarter mile away from the boat right now. No radar on the market today has this capability.
Been doing some guiding, and it's been awesome. You know, obviously it's nice to have that income, but more importantly for me, you know, I've had two passions in my life. One is surfing, and I made a living out of that for many years. The fishing, you know, when you see the smile on somebody's face and share that passion with them, man, it's awesome.
How does somebody get a hold of you if they're interested in hiring you?
Best way is to go to my website, toddklinefishing.com.
Oh, nice day.
It's got all the information right there. You know, half day and full day, and you know, all the Southern California reservoirs, and I supply all the equipment. And pretty much all you got to do is bring your sunscreen and fishing license, and ready to have some fun. Watch him, he's gonna jump, dude.
Whee!
Nice dog, nice. Got him an underspin fish.
Yes, sir.
Get on there. Get some fish on your hands, boy.
First one in a while.
There you go.
Blame it on your guide. Coming up. Whee! Nice dog. Trying to take me out of my game.
Yeah. Oh, little puller.
Woo! Stay down.
Get him in the boat, Todd. He stuck to it. He stuck to
Yeah,
it.
dog, that's the second underspin fish. You're gonna get me out of my game again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Running the boat.
How many is that?
Who's counting? Fine. Yes, you may.
Nice job, dude.
Yeah.
Might as well just keep that one because I'm throwing this one.
That one hit like it's
Slammed
supposed
it?
to hit. Yeah.
And I've been out here, you know, 3 times now. It's been my third. And each time, you know, catching some fish. Today we had fun. Didn't get as many as we wanted, but, you know, I had a great time with Brian. And for me, you know, that's why I fish. I fish for fun. And I think it's, you know, pretty cool that a kid from Fort Lauderdale that grew up surfing all of a sudden is hanging out with, you know, someone like Brian Shaw now through fishing, and have become friends. And from 2 totally different worlds. You know, I'm a surfer from South Florida, and here's Brian, you know, one of the best ever in the NBA, lives up in Oakland. Who would have thought we would have crossed paths? And that's one of the cool things about fishing, you know.
It's a good feeling to be able to get out. You know, I want to echo everything that Todd just said in terms of, you know, what fishing does. It brings people across every economic barrier, economic level together, you know, and for one common thing, and that's the love of fishing. And then whether you catch them or not, you know, the fish are a bonus. Just being out sometimes and just feeling the breeze and seeing all the beautiful scenery and the aesthetic value that you get from it, you know, you can't put a price on. You know, today we started out and it was really overcast. Now it's all burned off and turned out to be a beautiful day. So I'm happy, you know, came down just for this, and be heading back to Oakland later on today.
Well, again, thank you very much for your time, and I would definitely say it sounds like you're stoked on fishing.
I definitely am stoked on fishing.
All right, thanks,
Brian
buddy.
Shaw, thanks, brother, for coming down, and you know it's going to be round 2.
Definitely.
See you guys, round 2.
Stoked on Fishing is brought to you by Simrad, the world's most trusted fish finding electronics, marine equipment, and navigational solutions designed to withstand challenging conditions and provide navigation for the leisure and professional markets. Simrad, go with confidence. And by Okuma Fishing Tackle. Delivering more than just fishing gear, Okuma delivers the motivation to hit the water. Okuma, developed to inspire your passion for fishing. And by Simi Valley Buick GMC, Southern California's family-owned and operated dealership who is stoked on fishing.